As you can see, there's a patch, a quick patch. So I played this first thing in the morning when it released at my time was 9 o'clock when it was supposed to be 7. So it took 2 hours for it to actually get implemented and actually out there so we can download and purchase it. And it was limited car availability, which I think aided in the whole mixed review status at the moment. So I just watched a couple of YouTube videos, popular streamers, and basically it looked like there was a patch or an update, like what's happening here. And I noticed all of a sudden they had way more cars. Review, I guess, of this game is that it was actually really good. Graphics is good, physics is great, but the cars that they gave to us is very weak. And I think they might have changed that. And that's why they did a quick update patch here, because they're probably noticing that they're reacting basically to the mixed reviews is my assumption. So if I'm right, and when I click this play button here, it's going to load up the game, and we're going to have more cars, okay? Because it was basically it was only like 10 cars or something, and most of them were Volkswagen Golf or S2000 or 2 or 3 other cars after that. Let's go ahead and see what we get here. Alright, one thing that I should mention here, I like it when companies do this, or when the developers do this. They have given a roadmap to what they're going to be doing here. So you can see in the early release here, it shows that we get 5 circuits, 20 cars, single player practice, single player quick race, special events, game economy step 1, VR support step 1, via triple screen support step 1. Showroom selection, car customization step 1. I'm not sure what they mean by step 1. Does that mean that we get them? Because I don't think we got all those things already. Anyways, the current drop is 2 new cars, new special events, and Fuji Speedway. So that's like an in-between. Then we have early access, second early access release, which is 5 new cars, Circuit of Americas, single player custom race weekend, new special events, replay tool gallery, VR support, and triple screen support. And then you can see multiplayer comes out on the 3rd. 4th comes out with the release of free roaming, which is a highly, everyone's really looking for that right now. Is the free roaming thing, which is going to be pretty cool. Then you can see there's a 5th early release and then a 6th early release, but they have nothing mentioned on there. And there's content drops in between, as you can see in the bottom there. So, and then overall at the end here it says V1.0 overall, 100 vehicles, 15 circuits, free roaming, single and multiplayer modes, dynamic weather, game economy, driver avatar customization, which I like, car dealership and showrooms, car customization, car tuning, VR and triple screen support, photo mode, and replay gallery. So, by purchasing Assetto Corsa Evo early access, not only have you enjoyed a discount, but you also receive all the content featured in 1.0 for free. Oh, so all this is free. Cool. A lot of people I heard people thinking and rumblings of like they'll be pay to get you have to pay for all these, but I guess not. That's great. All right, let's look at the vehicles now. Okay, so let's go to the garage here. So I don't think dealership was unshaded. Anyways, you go into the there you go, perfect. So before we didn't even have this menu. I don't think. I'm pretty sure we didn't, because I think you go here. Yeah. So that wasn't even there. So now we got all these different makes and models here. Alfa Romeo. There's a bunch of cars here, and these are higher level than the highest that we had with the first patch. I'll record some of my stream that I did to show you which cars we had. But the highest leveled car was the GTI or the Golf, and it was like a 7. Like, is it the only car I have, or like what? Oh, there you go. Alfa Romeo. Ford here. Cosworth, bro? What the hell? Look at this. Honda, what we got from Honda? We got 3. What is this? Oh, just 3 colors. Alright, we got S2 in here. That's sick. I see Jimmy working the wheel. Jesus, I'm so excited to hit the track. I just want to see what cars we have. We got a Veloster. What is this again? Oh, I-30. Sure. This is a cool car. And we got a GTI. Let's go. I like that. Cool. Okay, so we've seen what we got in the vehicles here. There's Academy, so you can do licenses, which is locked out. So this is already faster, so that's great. What else do we get here? We got Alpina. So 6.75. So these are lower than the Golf. We got the Audis. Oh, Sportback. That's pretty cool. 5.29. Just for you guys that don't know, that is obviously they're probably the performance score. So BMW, there's 812s here. So there's a way more cars to enjoy here, which is great. We got Camaro, ZR1, Ferrari. We got a bunch of Ferraris. Look at this. This one's a 47. Challenge Evo is a 13. Challenge Evo 13, 47 for the Ferrari GTB. The Ford, we got the Cosworth, which was in the original first patch without updates. These were in there as well, all the S2000s, just different colors. The I-30. We got some Lotuses here, excellent. So they're all 10s, different colors and models. Mazda, we got the Mazda Cup cars. This is going to be fun. Mercedes-Benz, looks like we got a GT2 car. So we got GT2 cars here, which is really cool. Porsche, look at this. We got the GT3 911 GT3 Cup car, 922. It looks like they're all just GT3. Well, it's the same thing, right? 951. So they're just different variants, which is really nice. What do we got from Toyota? We got the GR Corollas. Nice. And then Volkswagen's the Golfs here. It looks like they got rid of some. That's interesting. So the first car I'm going to try and to do on this video is actually the Porsche Cup car. So we'll do this guy here. Oof! Look at that thing. Look at that, boys. Oh, I love this livery. I have this on ASSETTO Corsa ACC. You can see all that squiggly marks. Those are actually tracks that, assumably, I'm assuming that's what this car is raced on. Isn't that so cool? Very cool. I love this car. It's one of the rare cars I could say is basically perfect. Like if I were to get one of these, there's very little or actually anything that I would do to make it nicer. Like literally. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Anyways, so we'll pick that. Hold on, let's see here. So there's vehicles, the dealership's locked out. We got Academy, the licenses are locked out. Driver profiles, gallery settings. All right, so let's get into a race. We'll do a single player race here. We will do. I haven't done Laguna Seca yet, so we're gonna do Laguna Seca with the Cup car. Broken Clouds. Yeah, I already played a little bit, so it's all set up properly, I think. And I will give you my my genuine, honest review of the first, like, I guess 3 or 4 hours of play. One thing that a lot of people I don't think have noticed, if you go to vehicle setup and you go into fuel and strategy, you can actually change your tire compound. So slick to wets. You see that? And fuel, so you can change fuel amounts, which is cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this is like. Let's go. Oh no. So one thing that I'll tell you right now from what I can experience with these AIs hitting me is they are not even close to how good they were in ACC. So one thing that I can honestly say that Gran Turismo could use for their Sophie is look at how they make AI work on ACC. But what I've noticed in this game is it's not the same. So that's one thing to pick on. It's not a huge deal because a lot of people don't use single player, but a lot of people do. Track experience. Whoa! So I think what I'm noticing in some of the feedback I've been reading on the Steam pages, because it's a mixed reviews at the moment right now. It sounds like, oh gosh, I think a lot of people are expecting too much for a early access game. They have to understand it's an early access game. I don't know what they're hoping for, and I don't know if they're just new people that just got into the genre, or even into the game itself, ASSETTO CORSA. Because if they watch any of the history of any of the games, they would know a few things. For one, I think for the vast majority of people, they wanted the physics to change, because the physics in ACC, I'm not going to say is bad, but it needed a decent amount of work, because there's a lot of moments in your steering, especially in mid corner, I think, where you don't have any feeling. Like you don't know what the car's doing. Now, what I've noticed so far is that in this game, it doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like I can feel the tire deform all through any point of the cornering. I can also, like when I'm braking hard, I can feel the tire just like it's kind of shaking. You can feel it kind of rumbling a little bit in like different ways too. It's not just a linear thing. The other thing is as well, like the rumble strip hitting and the force feedback. I think initially the force feedback setting at max or 100% is kind of hard, so I turned it down to like 60%, I think. And even then, it's still a little strong, but that's not exactly a bad thing. But overall, I think the physics is actually a lot better than where it was at. A lot better. And that's what I wanted from this game. That was one of my requirements for me to want to play this game more, is making sure that the physics is not like ACC. I am coming from Gran Turismo 7, fairly competitive-ish, and I'm not saying that that's the gold standard for physics, but I can deal with that. My saying that I always say now, recent, is that people talk about sim, but I don't even think people know what they're talking about when they say, is this a sim? Is this like sim? Is this like real life? The thing is, it's very hard to make a game feel like real life, because there's lots of things that you can't see or feel. But I think more so what's more important than that is, what does the game do to make you understand what the car needs? I think that's what's the thing here. And how to relate that to this game is that it is definitely better than ACC in that matter, where I can actually feel what the car needs, what I need to do, and react to as I'm talking. What it needs, right? Like I can react to what I feel in the sense in the input, which is great. And the other thing that I was really concerned with is actually the graphics. Now, I thought they were going to use UE5. They did not. They went with their own engine, which I was concerned with, because the fact is, if you've seen most of UE5 stuff, most games that they've came out with UE5 has looked phenomenal in my opinion. And I feel like, that's something that everyone's been using, so that would be a good platform for this game to have. But they didn't. They used their own engine, which is fine. But I was worried that because if they're using their own engine, it's unknown how good it could be, or if it's going to be broken. Well, I'll tell you, this entire time, for the last 4 hours of play that I've had with this game, I have not had a single crash. It's been buttery smooth. The only thing that I can see is that, I guess I should mention that this is running on a 4090 system with 32 gigs of RAM and a 7800X3D. So it's pretty up there for specs. It's spec level. But you'll notice, and this is at 4K actually, 4K just about max settings. And you can see at the top left there, you can see that I'm hovering around the 100 frame mark. I will notice it go down to 60 sometimes, depending on the situation, especially when it's raining, because there's so much things that it's got to calculate, I'm assuming. But I have not had any crashes or any glitches or anything. It's been running perfect. So I was very surprised that we had no issues out the gate. Not even server issues. Well, we're not on server, but I mean server download. Ooh, cool. We'll watch replay while I continue. So the two big things that, like I said, that has made me happy and also was my requirement for this game to be a standard in my game rotation is physics and graphics, and it hit the mark on both. Honestly, I did not hate on what they had for release at for the when I had it this morning. Basically, it was is it like the early alpha or early beta or whatever. The only gripe I had was that they didn't have enough cars for us to test out and have a good feel, because all the cars were very low powered, so I didn't really like that so much. But they fixed that with the latest patch or update here, which I'm not sure was rushed or if that was the intended purpose. I don't know. So let's do the same thing, but we're going to change to rain, and we're also going to change the track to, let's go with Imola, actually one of my favorite tracks ever. I put it up to 96% just to feel. It's funny, drizzle is not drizzle, it's still I think it's still heavy rain. So in here, we should be able to change the tire. It's automatically set to wet, which is great. Alright, so we'll continue to talk here. Now, this is another thing that actually drives me not insane, in love. It drives me in love. If you pay attention to the wiper there, you'll see that the water actually reacts differently at different speeds. So the faster you go, the more water comes into your windshield. It groups and cools on the edge of the wiper. Yeah, so anyways, if I had to roll it up here, guys, and give you an idea, the physics is great. It's better than ACC.